Thank God it's Friday. Monday's a brand new start. Wednesday, you're halfway home, and Thursday, the weekend's not far. Saturday and Sunday, you hang with your friends. What can you say about Tuesday? Nothing, not a damn thing. Tuesday bites, Tuesday sucks, Tuesday blows, go away. Tuesday's crap, Tuesday's lame, Tuesday's dumb, go away. Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday, you hang with your friends. But what can you say about Tuesday?
Nothing. It's going to be another warm one today, though. Mid-80s. And the show's going to feel a little different. Normally, we'd talk to Grant Bills just after 8 o'clock of the Wisco Sports Show. But today, because it is Oktoberfest race week at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway, Doc is in studio as he's been for a number of years, bringing bloodies in for us, radioactive shrimp. Very excited about that.
Do you pay extra for that? Is that?
I think you do. I think you do. They can add more at the checkout counter. And also, of course, has some free passes for the Oktoberfest races to give away. And those are valuable, by the way. Very valuable.
Everybody wants them.
Yeah, so we'll give you a chance to win those tickets a bit later on this morning. He should be in the studio here shortly. We'll let you know what's new on New Release Tuesday. Got to check out our Week 4 Pigskin Picks, see how we did as we get ready for Week 5 later this week. Also, Karen of the Day.
Saw one of those myself last night. Not in person. A video.
On the internet?
Yes, on the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so lots to get to. If you want to be a part of the program, rockmornings.com for all of our contact info. You can also download the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app and get in touch with us through the apps with videos and pictures and voicemails. Saw a person send us a text through the app with some pictures.
All right, yes, I'm listening.
We were talking about when I was going to see Metallica in Tennessee, Nashville, earlier this year, back in May. As we were getting ready for that, we were looking at some of the stuff that was happening around the show, because there's like a pop-up store that you can go to. There was we went to that Kirk Hammett discussion about his book about guitars, his guitars that he owns. We ended up going to that. They were showing a movie, how Metallica saved my life. And then we also talked about the blood drive.
Yes.
Remember that?
They were giving free T-shirts, weren't
so they were giving away swag.
Metallica's special.
If you donated blood while Metallica was in town at certain shows, and someone must have heard us, donated blood, and then just got their swag, and they sent them in pictures.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so I'll take a look at that. I didn't have it pulled up right in front of me right now, but we'll look at that a bit later on, and pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, if you've got some communication through that is an easy way to leave us a voicemail. You got a request, you want to wish somebody happy birthday, whatever. Send us a picture of your Metallica gear.
Yeah. It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We'll get to some Bush in a few minutes.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
More details about the shooting death of a Canadian tourist in Sheboygan Falls. Father-son golf event shot dead by a DoorDash driver making deliveries. Cops say the victim was with a group of highly intoxicated people, and the driver claims they were calling him stupid and flipped him off for not giving them a free ride, which is the perfect excuse for shooting and killing a new father.
So they were walking home from the bar and asked for a ride from this person? Is that the deal?
Surveillance video obtained from a nearby business shows the victim, Giovanni Mike Robinson, along with 4 of his pals, walking in the road, talking about a shakedown after being denied a free ride by the DoorDash driver. F that tool, one of the men can be heard saying. The individual allegedly stated that he was not going to give him $40 for 5 minutes of work, Spanish or not. According to the investigators, Robinson and his friends had stopped somewhere in the middle of Pine Street between Broadway and Buffalo Streets while walking back to their hotel at around midnight after drinking at a local bar. They encountered this guy, Cruz Burgos, as he was parked in the area and started communicating with him in Spanish for a ride. The interaction was not hostile from either side, said a person from the group. Cruz Burgos allegedly said he would not give them a ride for free, but he would do it for $40. However, the men were not willing to pay that amount. One of the guys said, F that, let's walk home. The group then began to walk away. Cops said Cruz Burgos drove off in his SUV, but then returned to allegedly open fire on them.
So the interaction was over. They'd left.
He left.
They left.
One of the men said that walking on Monroe Street, he heard a vehicle accelerate coming from Broadway. He said he turned to his left and observed two headlights coming from Broadway Street, heard what sounded like a loud firecracker, but it was a gunshot. Advised another person in the group had screamed. Cruz Burgos allegedly shot Robinson, who died from the single gunshot wound. DoorDash driver spoke to police about what he claims happened and allegedly admitted that he encountered the group but didn't shoot anyone.
Well, somebody shot somebody.
Yeah, and obviously interaction at bar time gone bad. Not good. But a few more details, whether or not they're legitimate, it's more investigation on that. Not sure how you feel about this one, but McDonald's is bringing back Monopoly. First time in a decade.
Okay, well, against it.
Does anybody ever actually win, though? The problem this time around is that you don't just collect the little coupons that you rip off of the fries and the burgers and whatnot.
Yeah, yep, the drinks, a little piece.
You got to use the app.
Okay.
And it's so exhausting. A lot of people spending a chunk of the COVID quarantine watching the HBO docuseries McMillions. I don't know if you saw this. It was about how the McDonald's Monopoly game was somewhat rigged between 95 and 2001. And they're bringing it back for the first time in a decade, so people may be a little apprehensive about their odds of winning. McDonald's has the approximate odds of winning various prizes on their official rules on the website, and it's pretty hilarious, FYI.
So they're tongue-in-cheeking it?
They're not tongue-in-cheeking it. It's almost impossible to win anything, and they tell you right out front. The easiest, the best odds to win anything, right, is for a small French fry.
I was just going to say, you could get a French fry once in a while.
1 in 25. So you have to buy 25 items at regular price at McDonald's in order to get one small fry.
And that,
according to the odds,
happened. I remember playing Monopoly or other people, and if you won anything, it was always a fry.
Yeah. The individual menu items, including the sandwiches and the McNuggets, have odds between 1 in 25 and 1 in 98. The longest odds are actually for 2 chocolate chip cookies and a mini McFlurry. You can also win My McDonald's Rewards points. You have a 1 in 133 odds of scoring a 1,500 point prize, which is worth about $2.50 in redeemable McPoints.
Can I win any McMoney?
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there. All the way up to a 1 in 1,591 chance of winning 6,000 points, which is worth about $10 in spendable cash when you use the app. You will need to have the McDonald's app this time around, and you got to enroll in their loyalty program to play. You can earn physical and digital stickers. That's new, right? So not just the ones on the fries and all that stuff, but the physical ones still need to be scanned into the app after you peel them.
Of course.
So you don't, which, I don't know. I guess it's kind of nice because then you don't have to carry those things around in your pocket or in your...
Try to save them after a purchase.
Cup holder in your vehicle. Here's where things get off the rails when it comes to your odds of winning. For an Audio Technica turntable bundle worth about $500, you have a 1 in 59 million chance of winning.
59 million?
A $500 prize. A turntable bundle. 1 in 59 million. A 77-inch Samsung TV from Best Buy worth about $3,700, so a pretty significant television.
Yeah, that's a nice jump from the price value.
You have a 1 in 153 million chance of winning. A $10,000 Lowe's shopping spree. Get the big abominable snowman that's out. Have you seen this bad boy?
No.
It's like 10 feet tall. A 1 in 2.6 billion chance of winning that $10,000 Lowe's shopping spree.
Well, there's a lot of people in the United States that go into a lot of McDonald's. Is that right?
How about a VIP trip for 4 people to the Kennedy Space Center worth about $10,000? Go down and see a NASA space launch or something like that. 1 in 3 billion odds of winning that prize. A trip for 4 to Universal Orlando worth about $5,000 is your odds of winning that are 1 in 4 billion. Excuse me, a lot of numbers. This is kind of neat. They've got a 2026 Winnebago RV motorhome that you could win, worth about $250,000, $250,000, and you have a 1 in 6 billion chance of winning that with the Monopoly game at McDonald's,
Sure.
which comes back
Purchases.
here. A Polaris vehicle, so I'm assuming like a snow machine, worth more than $30,000. You have a 1 in 11 billion. You would think that the odds for the $250,000 motorhome would be at longer odds, but 1 million American Airlines miles, which are worth about $25,000. So rewards miles.
Yeah, where you can go wherever you'd like.
1 in 13 billion chance of winning that. Also, a 1 in 13 billion chance of winning a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee worth about $52,000. They also have a vacation for 4 to a destination like Paris, London, Tokyo, Barcelona, or Maui worth about $50,000, and you have a 1 in 60 billion chance of winning that. Yeah, so there's a lot of long odds here with the Monopoly game, but it's coming back for the first time in a decade.
Well, does this help you feel better about your odds? In the United States, 5.4 million burgers, just burgers, so not fries, drinks, cookies, anything else that might give you the Monopoly piece, right, is sold in the United States. So 5.4 million burgers daily in the United States.
Doesn't make me feel any better. I remember vividly playing, in the 90s and thinking, this will be easy, and you got to match the Monopoly pieces, and you get the board, and you're like, why can't I get this one spot? And you're asking other people, and nobody won the big prizes. It was always it always felt like you'd get 1 or 2 of the addresses that you needed, and then you could never get that third one.
The game Monopoly is coming back to McDonald's. Bigger and better than ever. This time, it's not going to be big. It's going to be huge.
Yeah. First time in a decade.
And people might win, so you don't think so. I'm assuming it applies to breakfast items and everything, too. So.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the items are that all the prize pieces are going to be on, but obviously you can go to the McDonald's website if you want to find out more about that. But the Monopoly game is making its way back to McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, it does. You've got certain items for sure. Big Mac and
usually,
nuggets, fish sandwich.
Yeah. Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene, waiting on Doc to show up with our bloodies. Not quite sure what time that's happening, but he'll also be talking Oktoberfest races at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway, and he'll have some tickets to give away, so be listening for your chance to win those. Let you know what's new on New Release Tuesday. Get to our Karen of the day, bad news, happy music, lots of other stuff coming up. Right now it's Bush.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Bush, Land of Milk and Honey on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Got a text from John who said, holy crap, there's a better chance of winning the Powerball. Yeah, it feels that way. Some of those odds are pretty long. Also got a text from Wendy who said, good morning. Metallica still has that offer. They partnered with the Red Cross. Offer is good until February 2026. Info can be found at redcrossblood.org. Just an FYI. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that, Wendy. Got a text or got some images submitted through the app from a listener the other day. It says, thanks to the morning show for letting me know about this being a thing. I received my Metallica merch Saturday. Not quite sure who the person is here. Looks like Brent might be his name. But you can see the shirt. It says, a sea of hearts beat as one unified. Looks like a drop of blood. And then it's got the American Red Cross logo there. On the sleeve, you can see it says, I'm a giver in the Metallica font. And then it looks like it's got a Metallica logo on the front. And then it's also got a guitar pick Enjoy your limited edition Metallica Red Cross merch. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for donating blood.
Through February, you can sign up to donate blood and get a limited edition T-shirt while supplies last.
And you don't have to be going to the show, by the way, if you're just in the market.
Oh, no, that you can do it in all sorts of different markets. Donors who give during the campaign also automatically entered to win one-of-a-kind ESP snakebite guitar with a Red Cross Metallica design. So,
hell yeah.
That's autographed, by the way, by all the members. That guitar is. So you can just go to Red Cross and find out more about scheduling and find out if the shirts are still available in your area.
Thank you very much, Wendy, and thank you to Brent for sending in those pictures. I'm glad that you donated blood. That's pretty cool. And got your swag.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that? Week 4 of the NFL wrapping up last night with 2 games, and the first one.
And is going to retreat to the end zone. Garrett Wilson pitches it off to the near side. And it's Julian Hill who pitches it back. And a flag comes out. We'll have to check the flag here. And a scuffle now. After time had expired, there's a couple of flags down. Daniel out there just trying to keep his guys on the sideline.
Illegal forward pass under offense. That penalty's declined. The game is over.
It'll end the game. And the Dolphins do hang on and get their first victory of this season, 27-21.
Yeah, Dolphins end up beating the Jets 27-21, but the big news out of that game is Tyreek Hill dislocating his left knee during the game.
Yeah, Chris, both staffs got to Tyreek Hill immediately. They both tried to stabilize his knee. They cut off his cleat and the tape surrounding his ankle to get it into a stabilizer. His mom was able to come down to the field. She bent down, gave him a kiss on his forehead, and now, as you see, his teammates are coming to console him as they're about to cart him off.
Yeah, he got carted off, and there's no, they can say hospitalize overnight, undergo further testing, but that's a season-ending injury right there when your leg's pointing the wrong way.
Man.
Yeah, in the other game last night, the Broncos.
As both teams walk out of here 2-2. For our entire crew, Lisa Salters, Laura Rutledge, Troy Aikman, Steve Ackles, Artie Kempner, so many more. Final score 28-3.
Yeah, Broncos destroyed the Bengals 28-3. No Joe Burrow, no win. That's going to be like that.
That's how that is?
Yeah, the Bengals.
That be like that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Week 4 in the books. We'll take a look at our Week 4 pigskin picks a bit later on this morning and see how we did. Week 5 will kick off on Thursday night with the 49ers at the Chargers, 7:15 on Prime. Vikings remaining overseas.
London, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll be taking on the Browns on Sunday morning at 8:30 on the NFL Network. That'll be from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Lions are at the Bengals on Sunday at 3:25, and then the Packers and Bears are both on the bye this week. So Packers battling to a 40-40 tie on Sunday Night Football and then have to chew on that for 2 weeks before you get back on the field. MLB wildcard round starts today. I'm going to be going home and watching nothing but baseball all this afternoon. I'm very excited. Tigers at Guardians. That's at noon on ESPN. Padres and Cubs, 2 o'clock on ABC. The winner of that, of course, moves on to face the Brewers. Red Sox at Yankees, 5 o'clock on ESPN. And then you've got the Reds at the Dodgers, 8 o'clock on ESPN tonight for Major League Wildcard Playoff Baseball. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Doc will join us a bit later on to talk Oktoberfest race weekend at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. We'll let you know what's new on New Release Tuesday here in just a bit. Get to our Karen of the day. Karen's so mad, so upset.
I wonder if it's the same one I saw.
Might be. There's several out there. There's more than one, Gene.
Yes.
More than one. And, of course, if you want to get in touch with us, rockmornings.com or download either of the 2 apps and send in voicemails, images, and videos.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Get ready for the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show with Bad Bunny. Special guest, Bad Baby. Plus, Bad Company, Bad Religion, Bad Finger, Bad English, Bad Brains, and a bad Michael Jackson tribute band. I'm bad, the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. As usual, the day after, everyone will say it was bad.
Oh, come on. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. I know that he was in Happy Gilmore 2. He was on SNL. He's very popular. I couldn't tell you. You could play me all of his songs and I wouldn't be able to locate one.
Sure,
of them.
I get that.
I have no idea what it sounds like. But Bad Bunny playing the Super Bowl. Apparently Taylor Swift was working on a deal to do it, and
it fell through?
Yeah. So now it's Bad Bunny.
So he's a backup bunny?
Backup Bad Bunny? We'll see. It's not till February. We got plenty of time to bitch and moan about it on the internet.
Thank gosh.
Dancing with the Stars on ABC and Disney Plus. It's TikTok night. Watch the Dancing with the Stars people do TikTok dances.
Okay.
Corey Feldman got out, right? He got eliminated.
Oh, did he really?
Did he? I guess I don't know.
I haven't been paying attention. Actually, and I asked my daughter, too. I'm like, have you? She's like, I watched the recaps the next day.
Okay. Yeah, I think he got eliminated already. The Voice over on NBC, part 4 of the blind auditions. High Potential on ABC, new episode of that. Also on NBC tonight, the series premiere of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon.
The next big idea is out there, and it could come from you. I love coming up with ideas. I love advertising. I love reality shows. So I've created a new business competition, and I'm opening the doors to a brand new agency for businesses. I can't even believe that this show is actually even happening and being made. It was just an idea that I had, and I wrote down, and I gave it to NBC, and they started developing it. And I said, who's a good co-host? And my wife goes, you should get Bozma from Real Housewives.
So we got someone named Bozma from Real Housewives to be his co-host on this On Brand with Jimmy Fallon. Think Shark Tank.
Oh, think Shark Tank. Got it.
Reality competition where Jimmy Fallon.
Good ideas are brought to him, and he's got to try.
Yeah, is pitched marketing campaign ideas as part of his marketing firm. Apparently, Jimmy Fallon has a marketing firm, so it sounds dumb. Over on Hulu today, the series premiere of Chad Powers. It stars Glenn Powell as a quarterback who ruins his career, then disguises himself to start over as a guy named Chad Powers so he can play football for another team.
Son, it's time to face it. Your football career is over.
We're here on the grandest stage in American sports, Kirk. And for Russ Holiday, a chance to do something special.
You were showboating and you blew the game.
They can't get him. This is insane. Oh, my goodness.
Georgia's picked the ball up.
Georgia is going to win a championship.
What was Holiday thinking?
It's time for you to move on.
There's just one problem, Dad. I'm not done with football.
South Georgia's having open tryouts. I'm going to do a Mrs. Doubtfire, but with football.
Chad Powers, series premiere on Hulu today. It looks dumb. It looks really dumb. It's like Clark Kent with the glasses.
So he's...
They do a little something with the face. They do a little something with the face, but it's not enough to be like, hey, aren't you?
You look just like that other football player.
Yeah. Chad Powers on Hulu today. New stand-up special on Netflix today called Earthquake Joke Telling.
We never got together and say, all right, all 14 of us will go in this store and take all this. See, that don't look scary on TV, but in real life, that's snatching grass some scary. I was in CVS and 14 brothers ran in that. I was like, white people, call the authorities. This is an outrage. I'm flabbergasted. I'm appalled. I ran to the security guard, do something. He looked me in the face. They say don't do nothing.
New stand-up special on Netflix today from Earthquake. It's called Joke Telling. Fallon is new tonight with Dwayne Johnson, Henry Winkler, the Fonz, and a band called The Favors. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, talking about his, speaking of not looking like the guy. Boy,
yes.
Oh boy. He's got a movie coming out called The Smashing Machine, I think it's called, where he plays like a former Tough Man competitor named Mark Kerr.
And he lost weight or gained?
Google it and look at, that's how you do somebody looking like somebody. I mean, they're talking about legitimate, like, honors for The Rock on this one. Got a standing ovation at some film festival for like 15 minutes.
Shush. Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, look, we know The Rock, muscles, Arnold, the whole thing,
Yes.
right? One-liners, movies, action, tough guy, sweaty, dirty, all that stuff. But this movie, like, they're saying legitimate could earn him some real hardware.
Like Oscar stuff?
I don't know about Oscars, but you look at the guy and you're like, you can kind of see The Rock in there, but unlike this Chad Powell thing, or Chad Powers thing, they really did a good job with the making him look like this other dude. Stephen Colbert, Kamal Nanjiani, and Renee Rapp are going to be on with Kimmel tonight. Kimmel's going to be on with Stephen Colbert, so these guys are going to be circle jerking each other. Sam Smith is also on with Colbert. Kate McKinnon, Charlie Hunnam, going to be on with Seth Meyers. Hunnam going to be a part of that. He stars Zed Gein on that Netflix.
Yeah. That we just started talking about last week.
Making a Monster, I think it's called, or Inside the Monster, which comes out in October. Also for new release Tuesday, you've got The Life of Chuck on DVD. It's rated R. It stars Tom Hiddleston, Jacob Tremblay, Mia Sara, Karen Gillan, Mark Hamill, Matthew Lillard. A life-affirming, genre-bending story about 3 chapters in the life of an ordinary man named Charles Krantz.
So, like 3 separate chapters.
I have no
of his
idea,
life.
dude. You're asking the wrong. I didn't even care enough to watch the trailer. Normally, I'll watch a trailer so I can get a grasp on it, but this one didn't even sound appetizing enough to watch the trailer. Also, Elsbeth Season 2 and The Equalizer, the final season of that, on DVD for new release Tuesday. And speaking of things making a comeback, we were talking about McDonald's.
And Monopoly.
Bringing back Monopoly. Reading Rainbow is coming back.
Love it. Let's do it.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high.
Yeah, Reading Rainbow, the show that many of us loved as a children, is coming back, but not with LeVar Burton. This time they're going with a new, younger host, a guy named Michael Threets. Although he's going by his TikTok handle, Michael the Librarian. He's the resident librarian for PBS Kids, and the show will, of course, air on PBS. Celebrity guests including Gabrielle Union, Adam Devine, Chrissy Teigen, John Legend. No word on an air date. The original Reading Rainbow ran from 83 to 06. So a lengthy period of time.
Famous people talking about cool books.
Yeah,
and
Reading Rainbow.
That's neat.
Making its return to PBS, to the airwaves, for as long as PBS is on the air.
So I watched the trailer.
For The Life of Chuck?
You can tell that it's...
You know it's The Rock.
Yeah.
You know, right.
Yes,
but
like with his teeth and his smile and
but
stuff.
Boy, do they...
But you have to know it and then look in.
Yeah.
And you can see it, but...
As opposed to, like I said, the Chad Powers guy where you watch it and you're like, it's just him with like he packed the lip and it's on the upper lip and not the bottom lip. Yeah. But The Rock will be talking about that. I think that movie comes out this weekend, actually, in theaters. Legitimate hardware for The Rock. Could be a thing.
Could be.
Could be a thing. He's doing that whole transition from action star to serious actor, which Arnold kind of did late in his career.
I saw him doing an interview. He was, some news thing or whatever, but he was on his land at this pond where he just fishes.
The Rock?
Like this farm, and it's like out in the middle of nowhere, and he's just...
Well,
he's
then you don't
like,
have to be bothered by people when you go out and try to fish it where regular people fish.
And he was speaking to the interviewer saying, like, the fact that I'm not allowing, but the fact that this is where we're having our interview is like, I don't have people come here. This is my quiet space, and this is where I do my fishing. And it's a beautiful property.
It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Doc making his way into the studio with those bloodies and radioactive shrimp. I'm very excited to down some of those and to talk about Oktoberfest race weekend.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Green Day. Not the first time, won't be the last, but it pays to be a regular.
Oftentimes it does.
Right? They know your name.
Everybody knows your name.
They know your drink. Right? They know stuff about you.
Uh-huh.
They take better care of you generally if you... This is just, not just bars,
Norm.
but restaurants. You get treated a little bit better, right? Maybe you get first dibs on the service, right? When you walk in, they may pay a little better attention to you rather than some rando stranger that walks through the door. And maybe they show up at your house when you've fallen down and you can't get up and they save your life.
I was going to say, sometimes these are the stories of like the old guys who go to Burger King every morning and they don't show up for their coffee one day, sitting around the table, and everybody knows exactly that
kind of what happened here.
Check-ons now.
We had the Domino's lady a year or two ago. Remember her? She was getting Domino's all the time, and then one day the order stopped, and then they went over to her house and they found she had fallen down, and they called the cops and saved her life. This is the same exact thing in Pensacola, Florida. A cook at a seafood place saved a 78-year-old customer's life this month. Donnell Stallworth works at a place in Pensacola, Florida called the Shrimp Basket, which sounds wonderful, by the way.
Yeah, I'll take some Shrimp Basket.
The guy he saved normally comes in every single day for a cup of gumbo. Loves the Shrimp Basket, loves the gumbo, comes
Give
in
me some
every
of that
day.
delicious gumbo.
Noticed the guy hadn't stopped by for a couple of days, so he went to his house to check on him, which is like at a whole nother level, because this isn't a delivery thing with the Domino's where you go into their house, you know where they live. This guy somehow knew where this guy was from, probably from getting to know him over the years and years and years of coming in to get the gumbo. Found him lying on the ground. Turned out he'd fallen, broken a couple of ribs, and couldn't get back up.
So I was like, I'm gonna go by his house, and I knocked on the door like 2 times, and he didn't answer. So the 3rd time I knocked on it, and I heard him like, help, and like, who is it? And I would say, it's Donnell, and he was like, come in. He was in tears, like, I don't even know how long I've been here. And he was in pain, so go check on him and see how he doing. Put that smile back on his face, and probably take him a thing of gumbo.
Aww.
Of course you better bring him some of that gumbo.
Now that he's in the hospital recovering from his injuries.
I love the old guy. Who is it? Does it matter? You've been lying on the floor. Anybody, that sounds good. Who's ever knocking wants to come in and help me right now in this situation would be good. No, who is it?
Not all heroes wear capes, Gene.
Uh-huh. Some of them make gumbo.
Donnell Stallworth says everybody that walks through the door is treated like family. But for him, obviously, this one customer who comes in all the time, maybe a little closer than some of the other customers. Yeah. They say that this guy celebrated his 78th birthday at the restaurant, and they threw him a birthday party there.
This is what I'm talking about.
This is the dude who has his own stool, right? Sits in the same place, calls everybody honey or whatever. You know what I mean? One of those guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is one of the show up every day and do this thing. And so we know you and you're a regular and we celebrate things in your family with you. I had a time in my life in Madison where I went every day for lunch and got this cup of chili at this deli.
Right.
It was a store. It wasn't a sit-down restaurant. You know, I'd get it and take it back to work. But I was on a kick, so maybe at that point, if I went to shown up for chili, they would have been like, I don't know where that blonde girl is, but man, she's been on a streak.
Come looking for you. Elsewhere, there is, I'm sure you're familiar with this meme. It may take you a minute to realize which one it is. You know the blinking guy meme, right?
Yeah.
Where he's got his eyes open, and he's kind of like this, and then he blinks, and then he opens it up, and it's sort of like the dash, what happens in between, right? Well, that's a real guy, right? Obviously, he's a real guy. He really exists. He's not some AI-generated thing. He's not some cartoon character.
He's a real guy.
But it's a classic internet meme, the blinking guy. And he is now using his fame and has been using his fame for good causes. Blinking guy or blinking white guy is the clip where the man double blinks and looks surprised. You've seen it hundreds, if not thousands of times. It's been around for about a decade. And his real name is Drew Scanlon. Scanlon, and he is a producer for Twitch, right? So he's a social media
in that
dude.
world, yep.
And he just rode 100 miles across the Bay Area this weekend to raise money for MS Research. He's been part of a charity called Bike MS for a couple of years and raised over $250,000 for MS Research in the Bay Area, and you can donate through blinkingguy.com.
Well, you know what? Capitalize on it.
Well, a lot of times you wonder what happens to these people that become memes, right? Because a lot of times it's just some random photo from a concert or something, you know, and where do these people go? What do they do? Are they still out there? Are they trying to make more memes? Are they capitalizing on it somehow? Are they making T-shirts? What are they doing?
This guy is only for charity.
Blinkingguy.com if you want to go there and find out more about his ride for MS Research. Blinking Guy. Doc's in the studio. Making bloodies.
Do not put your lederhosen away. It is still Oktoberfest.
Look at this guy. Is Diker staying with you, or is he staying in the hotel?
No, he's actually flying into Madison today. He's spending the night with the hype man.
Okay.
And then the both of them are coming up tomorrow morning. They'll be staying at the Comfort Inn.
I saw lots of videos and photos of people lined up waiting to get into the fest grounds yesterday.
It's like a concert scene. Holy crap.
It is, yeah. People are lined up with their trailers. Gates open at noon yesterday. I think it's shaking enough there.
You sure?
You give me the creeps. You give me the creeps. You get
giving you the creeps? Okay, I apologize.
Doc brought in all the fixins for Bloodies, and we're going to talk about Oktoberfest race weekend, which is at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. We got some tickets we're going to give away as well.
We got trivia, so make sure you're studying up on your Oktoberfest race weekend history. Gino's got the book over there. We're going to go through everything that's happening this weekend. Bands, contests, cornhole tournaments. It's going to be a lot of fun. So things to do when they're out there like practicing and no actual racing going on. Lots of stuff for everybody to do all weekend.
Also, we got a Karen of the day to get to. We got to recap our Week 4 Pigskin Picks. Bad news, happy music, lots and lots of stuff coming up.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
Karen.
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 Yeah,
Karen. Karen. You what? Why did you do that? Why did you do that, Karen?
She's alarming but disarming and a really very charming modern girl.
Karen.
Yeah, they're still out there doing the damn thing. They've got to protect us from the ills of society. They have to keep us safe from all of the bad things that could possibly, potentially, maybe, perhaps happen to us.
Oh, boy, then this is not
when we're at
Karen.
a football game.
No, this is not it. I saw one yesterday.
The workout one?
Nope.
Okay.
This was at a hair salon.
Oh.
Yeah, and she had gone red, and she wanted to go blonde, and the lady's like, I've been taking care of you for a long time. We had this conversation when you dyed your hair red that it was going to be a process, and she's like, so you're telling me you can't do it? And like yelled at it and basically said, if you can't do it, I'll go to somewhere else. And the lady was like, go ahead. And she got up and stormed out of the salon with all these people staring at her. And apparently, yeah, I was like, wow.
Nope. This Karen had nothing to do with a hair salon. This is very similar to the Phillies Karen. We've got another situation where a grown ass woman is stealing right out of the hands of a child. Now, the Phillies Karen didn't have a hand on the ball. The dad got the ball, brought it back to his son. She came over and got all uppity and demanded the ball. The father wanted to show his son how to de-escalate a situation, and it ended up working out pretty well for them. Phillies Karen got dragged on the internet. We're still waiting to find out her true identity. The dad and the son ended up meeting with the baseball player who hit the ball and got some swag as well. This Karen, however, not sure what's going to happen yet. We'll see if Patrick Mahomes catches wind of this because he's involved. And my guess is that he'll make it right. This woman isn't even a Chiefs fan. She was a Giants fan at the game. And Patrick Mahomes is not coming over to the stands to hand a Giants fan his headband that he just wore in the game. He's handing it to a kid in the crowd who is wearing Kansas City Chiefs gear.
Of course.
100% out of 100%, right? That's never going to be, unless you're like a relative of his that's a Giants fan. And even then, I don't know if he's giving it to you. But this, you see the video from the stands. He's handing it to the kid. He's got his hand on it, and she reaches in and pulls it right out of his hand. And he turns and he's like, you took that from me. And then she went on the internet and blasted everybody, which is never going to work in your favor, lady.
God.
She took a Patrick Mahomes headband right out of the hands of a little kid at MetLife Stadium after the Chiefs beat the Giants on September 21st. So this was in, the Giants Stadium where their home team, but she and her husband or boyfriend or whoever this guy is posted a video while they were leaving the game, walking out to their car in the parking lot, bragging about how Patrick Mahomes came right up to her and handed her the headband. But the video that you watch clearly shows that he was trying to hand it to the kid who was a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Karen, who was wearing a Giants shirt, had to reach in and again, took it right out of his hand.
Steals it.
Internet, of course, gets all up in her business.
I'm sure.
Tearing into her, and then she posted this.
I am not a thief.
That little boy, when Holmes came, if you look at the video, both of our hands was on it. I didn't look in Mahomes' eyes to see where is he looking. I just seen he's handing out something. I put my hand, both of our hands was on it. I took it. Why didn't he stop me and say, hey, yo, give it to my son or my brother? But no one didn't say nothing to me. But now you are posting it 1 week later, telling me that I'm a thief. I'm not a thief.
Yeah, I'm not. Watch the video. He's pretty much handing it right to the kid.
You are a thief, and you're a dumb bitch.
Would you please put her thing on Rock Mornings and let us blast her?
Well, she's doing a good enough job of herself.
She blamed everybody around her for not speaking up. Like, all of a sudden, we've got to, like, ragdoll you in the stands in order for you to understand that you shouldn't be taking candy from the hands of babies. I mean, it's like rule number 1, right? Also suggested that we need to make our young boys tougher anyways, right? Like, that kid needs to learn the lesson. Obviously made things worse. She posted another follow-up video.
Isn't she apologizing now in this one?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'll give you back the headband.
People are saying she's only sorry because she got caught. She said she'd like to make it right, get the headband to the kid. Mahomes is actually going to try to give it to. I'm sure it'll work out for the kid. Mahomes will hear about it now that it's going viral. It's all over people.com and everything else. But people are going to find out where this woman works. They're going to find out what her name is. They're going to go and get her fired from her job, all because she stole a headband from a kid at a football game. What are you doing? What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing.
Why do some people get it and some people don't? Why does, like, how? I thought everybody understood the rules.
You could see this kid's face. He's just
he had it in his hand. He was handing it directly to him.
And
There's no way.
Out. He's got a Chiefs hat and a hoodie, and he's right there.
There's no way in the history of mankind that Patrick Mahomes has given it to a 70-year-old lady in Giants gear. No.
He's walking right up to and the kid the look on his face.
Right, he turns, he's like incredulous, right? He can't believe it. Which I guess does teach that kid a lesson. Like, hey, there's Karens out there, and they might just try to take everything you own.
Walked right over to me, locked eyes, tries to give me his headband, and then this grown-up just swoops in.
Karen of the day.
Stunned.
Having a meltdown about
Stunned up.
Stealing a headband that wasn't intended for her. Doubled down on it, then realized that maybe she had
I'm not gonna,
maybe she had made a mistake.
I'm going to look dumb here.
Oh, too late. Karen of the day. We'll get to some baseball stuff here in just a bit. Also going to check in on our Week 4 Pigskin Picks to see how we did.
I had a good week, didn't I?
I don't know if you did. Jean was very excited about the first pick. She had Thursday night right, and then she just...
well, I got Broncos right, too.
Oh, at least you got 2 right.
Sure.
We'll see how the rest of her week stacked up after the offspring.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Offspring come out and play on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Week 4 of the NFL wrapping up last night. Dolphins over the Jets 27-21. Broncos over the Bengals 28-3. Tyreek Hill out for the season.
Ugh.
Did you see it?
That was gruesome. Holy cow.
It was not as bad as Joe Theismann, but it was significant.
It was in the neighborhood.
Yeah. What makes it worse now is it's HD, and they're focused on the player. Like Theismann, you just got lucky that it happened to be on TV, because back then they didn't have a million cameras, right? It happened to be in the middle of the field.
They kept showing the same angle over and over and over.
Yeah. Also, Malik Neighbors going to be out as well for the season for the Giants. MRI shows that he suffered a season-ending torn ACL in his right knee.
Wow, there's a lot of that happening.
Yeah, well, it's football, baby. Week 5 kicks off Thursday night with the 49ers at the Chargers at 7:15 on Prime. Wild card round begins today. In Major League Baseball, Tigers at Guardians, noon on ESPN. Padres at Cubs, 2 o'clock on ABC. Red Sox, Yankees, 5 o'clock on ESPN. And the Reds at the Dodgers, 8 p.m. on ESPN.
Red Sox and Yankees in a play-in?
Wild card. It's a 3-game, best of 3 series.
Nice.
So, yeah, I know.
Who's got
Yankees are at home to start.
Okay.
This is kind of interesting. I found these 2 stats kind of neat about baseball this season. Number 1, the average time of a 9-inning Major League Baseball game increased.
Did it really?
This year by 2 minutes. So not a ton of time, but
not much.
It's now 2 hours and 38 minutes in the 3rd year of the pitch clock. Next year we get robot umpires, the ABS.
I hope so, yeah.
We'll see what happens with that. Also, unexpected milestone this year, 2025 in Major League Baseball, marking the first time in 20 years that there were 0 no-hitters in the regular season.
Whoa.
The last time that the league had no no-nos was 2 decades ago in 2005. In the last 50 years, there have only been 6 seasons without a no-hitter. 82, 85, 89, 2000, 2005, and now 2025. And you can see it being a thing in 2025 because they don't let most pitchers go more than 6 innings anyways. Unless they are, of course, pitching for a no-hitter.
Yeah. And even then, a couple of guys were pitching for no-hitters this year, and they still yanked them.
Pitch count, baby, pitch count. It's such a thing.
I saw a stat today. The Brewers, obviously won the most games this season.
Yep.
It was the lowest total for a team to win the most games in 5-6 years.
97, right? I think they had.
Oh, it's been that long. Okay.
No. I mean, they had 97
They
wins.
had 97 wins. Yeah, most teams are right around 99, 100, 101. Not this year.
Week 4 of the NFL, as we mentioned, wrapping up last night with 2 games on Monday Night Football, and that means it's time to tally up the points and see how we're doing, Gene.
Gene, I'm rooting for you. I want to see this bastard in curly hair.
Well, it's not going to grow long enough to get curly.
Grow his hair.
And I don't have enough back here to...
We'll put a damn wig on you if we have to.
Gene actually had a better record this week than I did.
Yes!
But she still trails by 10 games.
Son of a bitch.
So much damage was done in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, but look what I did.
So much damage done in those first 3 weeks. Taking the obvious choice and throwing it out the window with the Saints games for some reason. So let's take a look here. In the first game of the week on Amazon Prime on Thursday night, Seattle over Arizona. I took Arizona at home. That was erroneous. Gene, you got that one right.
Yeah, Gene.
The next game was Minnesota in Ireland to take on Pittsburgh. Gene took the Steelers. I mistakenly thought that maybe Carson Wentz would have a little bit of magic, and he almost did at the end, but not enough.
Fourth quarter magic again.
Yeah, no fourth quarter magic for him.
So, that a girl, Gene?
Gino got that one right, and I got that one wrong. I also got the Commanders wrong against Atlanta. Gene, you got that one right. Somehow the 1-2 Atlanta Falcons with Michael Penix, that quarterback, able to beat Washington.
Okay.
Then you took a turn for the worst here. You picked New Orleans like an idiot. I keep telling you.
We got to have a talk, Gene.
You took New Orleans in Buffalo to beat the Bills. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Things happen. Stuff could happen.
No, it can't happen. Buffalo won. I got that right. I also got Detroit correct over Cleveland. You got that one right.
All right.
Then you took Tennessee and Carolina. Both of those are wrong. I got Houston, New England. I got, obviously, both of those right. The Patriots dominating the Panthers. Next up, we both got the Chargers against the Giants game wrong. Who saw that? Jackson Dart coming in, rookie quarterback, and leading the Giants to their first win of the season over the previously undefeated Chargers. 21-18 final score there. We both got that one wrong. Somehow. Like you said, any given Sunday, right? Next up, Tampa Bay. I should have listened to the guy who texted in and say, don't take Tampa Bay. Mike Evans is out. We got a bunch of injuries. I thought it was going to be the week the Eagles got upset. That is not the case. So I got Tampa Bay wrong. You got Philly right. Moving on to Indy. I got that one wrong as well over the Rams. Gene got that one correct. You picked the Rams. Jacksonville, San Francisco. We both took San Fran at home with a spotless record and Mac Jones at quarterback, but they somehow got beat by Jacksonville. So we both were wrong on that one. We were both right on Kansas City. No big surprise. Baltimore, they're a mess right now. 1-3. Lamar Jackson injured.
Yeah, he's out for a while. Right?
Maybe faking it. Maybe faking the injury, they're saying. They're maybe faking. I should have listened to Gene's husband's magic and taken the Bears with the weird blocked field goal at the end of the game. I thought the Raiders had them, but they did not. You got that one right. I got that one wrong. The Packers-Dallas game is a push. Neither of us are going to get a point for that. And then I finished pretty strong. I got both games right on Monday night, Miami and Denver. You got one of the two right. You picked the Jets like an idiot to beat the Miami Dolphins. But you also
don't know.
But you also
Any
got
given
Denver.
Sunday, Brian. You just said that.
Well,
you just said that. Any given Sunday.
Unless it's the Saints or the Jets.
Any given Sunday.
So Gene finishes week 4 with a 9-6 record. I finish up with a losing record. I'm 7-8 on week 4. Overall, however, I'm thoroughly dominating Gene still. 41-22 is my overall record. Gene still with a losing record at 31-32.
Oh, Wow, that is so close to almost being more
500?
right than wrong.
Gene, you only need to pick up
I'm so
two.
See?
You only need to pick up two a week, and you can catch them.
See?
You don't have to get it all in 1 week.
That's right. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it.
I'm here to help.
Our Week 5 Pigskin Picks coming tomorrow.
I have one piece of advice. Quit picking New Orleans.
That's going to probably be a theme, Doc. I can't help it. It's probably going to be a theme.
But I like the stairs. Fatty McGee, you're the fattest. There comes the fire department again. Doc's in studio to talk Oktoberfest race weekends. It starts, today? What do we got, practice today?
Practice tomorrow.
Well, you couldn't ask for better weather this week, huh?
Yeah, I
know some years it's like 40 degrees. You're worried about snow and ice and rain and cold, but this week it's going to be beautiful.
This week it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be, shorts and tank top during the day and shorts and sweatshirt, hoodie at night. So it's going to be perfect weather for race weekend. Practice starts tomorrow. First green flag on Thursday drops at 6 o'clock. 5:30 on Friday night, 5 o'clock on Saturday, and noon on Sunday. We're going to get into everything that's happening here throughout the weekend.
And food
bands
and pumpkins and all that stuff. Hot
contests.
Tubs,
no
upside down pumpkins and pineapples.
That's you.
What?
That's you with the upside down pineapple.
What?
Yeah, no, that's not me. Not me at all.
And of course, we got a trivia question coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to have you text in your answers, so there's no rush to call in on the call-in line.
Yep. We're not taking calls.
Yep, we're not taking calls.
Don't call me, I won't answer.
We're going to write down your name, assign you a number, and then after we get done taking all the answers, we're going to randomize, and 3 winners are going to get a 4-day pass to Oktoberfest race weekend, or as I like to call it, Doctoberfest.
Oh, nice. That's what he likes to call it.
That's what I like to call it. It's Doctoberfest, baby.
We'll get to some Volbeats in a bit, and we'll start running down the events of the weekend at Oktoberfest race weekend out there at the Speedway. We'll do that next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene and Doc in the studio today.
Good morning.
Our annual visit from Doc as we get ready for Oktoberfest race weekend at the La Crosse Intergalactic Speedway of West Salem. Dirty Dan Diker making his way back to the Cooley region.
I think he just took a picture from the airport right before he boarded.
Going to be doing the announcing out there at the Speedway.
Yep, we've suffered a couple of losses in the announcing staff. I don't know. I doubt he's listening, but prayers to Eric Henefeld, the announcer for the Midwest Tour, had a cardiac event on Friday.
Ooh, that's not good.
And he will not be joining us this weekend, so we'll pick up the slack for you, buddy.
So it's the 56th year.
56th year, yes.
And how many? What did you have? Like a couple hundred people trying to get in the gates yesterday at noon when it opened up?
Yeah, you saw that video, man.
Yeah.
It was like a bull rush to get in. And
it reminded me of when the gates opened at Rockfest at 11 a.m. and people were trying to get their seats out there on the lawn.
Exactly. And there were 2 gates that opened at noon. They didn't show the second gate. There was just as many people at the other gate as there was at the one that showed. So.
All right.
How many years have you been going, Doc?
I'd say they're 56 years. I think I've made it to at least 53, 54.
No way.
Yeah, I was going when I was a kid, yeah.
Wow. That's impressive.
You go all the way back to like 73 and 74. I remember Jerry the Bear McCara and Tom Ruffner in 75. And
this guy's just dropping, look at him, dropping names. And
This is what my wife says. I have more useless knowledge in my head, so...
I saw a guy wearing a Dick Trickle hat the other day when we were at Fest.
Yep.
For the tapping.
We got the Dick Trickle 99 again on Friday night. That's always a fun event. It always draws a big crowd for that one.
Yeah, real quick before we get to the events happening at the 56th annual Oktoberfest race weekend out at the Speedway, I just want to say and reiterate that the weather this week looks like it's going to be absolutely perfect for racing. You've got beautiful warm weather heating up the track during the day. And then you've got, the sun going down and things cooling off at night, but not too chilly. It's going to be in the 60s, low 60s, most of the rest of this week, maybe into the upper 60s by Friday night. But then, as you mentioned, no real chance of any rain until maybe late Sunday night.
Late Sunday night, by the time everybody's all packed up and gone, it's supposed to rain then. And I'm the dumb one who leaves this here because I don't like fighting traffic on Sunday, so...
What? Let's talk about entertainment because obviously there's a lot going on between the races and the different stuff. But there's always bands that are playing out there, and I know that some of our listeners might want to get out there. Maybe they're not there to see the the racing action, but maybe they want to come out, have a couple of beers, and watch some of the live music.
Well, Thursday night we're just going to have like a DJ, and we're going to do a reception for our champions. On Friday night, this band I saw earlier this year at our campground, One Accord, will be the entertainment.
They're really
Friday
good.
night. They're very
really good. They played at the Winter Beer Fest out at the center a couple of years ago.
And then
really
Saturday
good.
night, of course, is going to be the Dog Bones. I've never seen them, but I've heard good things about them. Also, you got entertainment during the day. I got to find the page for all the entertainment here. I'm looking at the main page here. But you got bands playing during the day. You got a polka band playing Sunday morning. You got all kinds of stuff going on during the day. We're going to have a bags tournaments. We're going to have a golf cart parade. We're going to have the pet costume parade. Sunday morning at the pancake breakfast, you got the kids' pumpkin coloring contest. There's, by the way, my wife just found out they have spooky machines where they're playing cornhole. So I'm pretty sure I know where my wife is going to be most of the weekend.
All right.
But, the tickets that we're giving away, if you just price them out daily, you're looking at $115.
We're getting doc math on the radio.
$115 right here.
Yeah, $115 worth of tickets, or if you bought them as a 4-day wristband, $100. So basically, you're getting a steal right here if you get the trivia question right, and we draw the lucky number.
Now, these passes that we're going to be giving away here in just a bit, they get you into the grounds all of the days of Oktoberfest race weekend?
They get you into the grandstands. They don't get you into the pits, but the grounds are free. You can walk in and walk out as you
know what I mean? Like, they get you into the stuff.
Yes, they get you into the races each night. If you open it up, there's 4 individual passes. You can get a 4-day wristband, or you can do it each day, however you prefer. So, it's great stuff going on all weekend. Thursday night, we got the super late models in their futures and their nights race. Lacrosse late models will be running 2 double features. And the nice thing about the Thursday night is this is going to be a tribute to the Blue Knight, Tom Reffner, who passed away just a couple of years ago. So all 4 of those races are going to be 22-lap features, totaling 88 laps, making the tribute for Tom Reffner. Also, we're going to have the Street Stocks and Hornets and the Sportsmen doing their season championships heat that night. And then it'll be topped off by the world-famous Double O race, 6 laps on the big track, 6 laps on the little track, almost like a figure-8 race when they meet right there in front of the flagman. Friday night, we got the super late models doing the Dick Trickle 99. There'll be 2 20-lap features to determine the Lacrosse Speedway late model champion. And the area Sportsman will also be in action. And there's a big thing about this. This used to be the tribute race to Rick Schimmerhorn. The Schimmerhorn family is not quite involved with much anymore. So Brett Kane up in the Twin Cities started a fundraiser. There's going to be a lot of extra money put into this race. I'm going to tell you right now, if you finish 8th place in a mid-pack position, somebody might have donated $54 to 8th place.
Oh, the mid-pack legend, Mr. Technicality, right there.
There you go.
Mid-pack.
Very nice. I'm sure I'll pay for a new roll cage.
There we go. Or at least a bumper cover or something.
Yeah, I might get you a sticker or 2.
Saturday, you're going to have the qualifying for the Super Late Models ASA Midwest Tour for the Big 200 Lapper on Sunday. The Big 8 Late Models will be crowning their champion. Mid-American Stock Cars, the Midwest Trucks, and the Midwest Dash all in action. And then Sunday afternoon, of course, you got the Super Late Models on that Big 200 Lap Championship feature for the ASA Midwest Tour. The Oktoberfest 602 Late Models, that's one of my favorites. I mean, you get like 4 or 5 different brands of cars, but they all have the same engine, which is really cool. And the Upper Midwest Vintage Series will also be racing. So that's 4 big days of racing, somewhere around 700 or 800 laps of feature racing, 17 classes. It's going to be an amazing weekend. Looking forward to it all.
So they opened. They were a dirt track. They paved in 1970, and then they had their first Oktoberfest races that fall.
They're
doing it ever since. They're like, well, how can we have racing in October? I don't know. Let's pave this son of a bitch.
Well, the people who took over, Larry Weirs and Dick Johnson in 1970, when they got it paved, they decided to coincide a race with the Oktoberfest celebration here in La Crosse, and it has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And then when Chuck Deary and Motorsports Management took over in '87, they moved it to a 3-day event. And then it got so big, they moved it to a 4-day event, and it is the crown jewel of Midwest racing right now.
I see 2 things right here in the middle of this pamphlet, the Oktoberfest Race Weekend pamphlet. Number 1, I want to talk about these butterfly pork chops because, you know me, I'm a fat guy, heavy breather. Tell me, what's the food sitch out there? Tell me about the food.
The
'cause
food's...
I go to the Raceway. I enjoy the burgers and the cheese fries and all that stuff. But tell me about, is there some kind of something special cooked up here for Oktoberfest
Well,
race?
they bring these out just for Oktoberfest. They got the butterfly pork chops from the Ag Society. They got them in the pits. They got them out in the grandstands.
They do such good job with food.
Some pig gave his life so fat guys like me and Simpson could be happy.
Multiple
Is it on a stick? Is it
multiple pigs.
No, it's
Kill 'em all.
actually a sandwich. It's a big ass pork chop on a sandwich, and you can slather it in barbecue sauce.
Bro,
look at it, Simpson. But get him a napkin. Holy crap! Look at him drooling. They got the caramel apples, Mama Lisa's pizza. They got food trucks on just the bottom of the gate there. They got apparel stands. All kinds of things. You can go shopping right there. You don't even need to go to the mall. I mean, you get all your shopping done right there. You got your racing gear and your apparel for next year. You're doing
the other
great.
picture that I want to notice here in the middle of the pamphlet. I know this little thing down here on the right. That's my jam here. A little gamble. What's up with the Thunder in the Valley and Lightning about to strike? $5,000 50-50. Are you effing kidding me?
It was actually 6,800 one Saturday night 2 years ago.
Crap, Gene! Look at all that money. I don't even need to play the spins.
Probably one of the most genius things Chuck Deary and Motorsports Management ever did was put that tote board in the middle of the quarter mile, and it paid for itself on the first weekend.
Hell yeah.
People can see, what...
I told you this years ago when we started doing charity stuff. I said, you know what people like? 50-50s. Let's do it.
Yes.
And they like 50-50s.
And it has just been phenomenal, especially Oktoberfest, because I think the weakest pot we had in the last 5 years has only been like $1,800.
Wow.
Speaking of OJ, Thunder in the Valley, OJ will not be with us also. For those of you who heard,
I did not know this, so I apologize.
No, you're good. He's fine. He might have had a little. His bicycle took on a car, and the car won.
Jesus Christ!
That's what
you get for riding a bicycle.
Yeah, well, it's a necessity for him, and he ended up breaking his leg, so OJ will not be joining us.
Thoughts and prayers to OJ.
So OJ's back home resting comfortably, and we'll do the best to pull up the slack for him too this weekend.
By the way, Brian, if you can't make it, like you're listening and this isn't something that you can go to, you can watch live stream action of it. I'm on the website right now, so you can pull that up and watch some of the racing action there if you'd like.
Yes,
let's get to our trivia question here. Doc's Racing Report a little early this week because he's going to be living out at the Speedway for the 56th annual Oktoberfest race weekend at the La Crosse Intergalactic Speedway of West Salem. And every year we give away some passes. This year no different, but it's trivia, and it's always based on years gone by. So this year, what we're going to do, same thing we did last year, you're going to have to text in your answer. 608-784-0957. That's 608-784-0957. If you call, I will not answer the phone. You cannot win by calling. You must text in on the text line.
And please include your first and last name because we don't know everybody.
Right. We'll get back in touch with you in about, a half hour or so when we figure out who the winner is. What's our trivia question this year?
Okay, well, you've heard the old Saturday Night Live skit of the Five Timers Club.
I have.
Well, there's an exclusive club after 55 years at Oktoberfest race weekend of the winners on Sunday afternoon. Drivers who have won at least 4 times or more. There is one driver that has won more than 4 times.
I bet I know who it is.
Name those drivers. And I want them all, not just a couple. I want them all.
So let's reiterate the trivia question for the free passes to go to every day of the Oktoberfest Speedway, Oktoberfest race weekend at the Speedway. The question is?
Name the drivers who have won Oktoberfest, the 200-lap main event on Sunday, who have won at least 4 times or more.
At least 4 times or more. Name them all of the drivers.
And you text in the right answer. We got a board going here. We're going to put your name down next to a number. Then we'll randomize after the contest, and 3 lucky winners get a 4-day pass to Oktoberfest race weekend.
Make sure you include your name on your text if you're texting in your answers so that we know who you are.
Yeah, and I know the Figure 8 boys from Minnesota are listening over at the camp right now. Todd, Scotty, Pablo, you guys. It's glad to have you with today.
What's their specialty? What do they do? What do they got over there? What do they got? What's their drink? What do they got? A WAP or something?
They pass bottles of Boone's Farm around the fire.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm never coming to Oktoberfest race weekend. Never mind. I'll drink a pear ladle any day.
I got some apple pie and peach pie for you. So.
I've seen your peach pie.
No, it's
your
a
wife's
peach.
delicious.
You know who makes the peach pie?
I know. I do. Amy. I know.
Yep, Amy makes it.
I know about Amy.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Normally, we talk racing with Doc on Fridays at about 8:15, and We'll continue to do that because there's plenty of racing left in the NASCAR season. But this week, because of the Oktoberfest race weekend at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway, Doc is in studio on a Tuesday. The Mid-Pack legend, Mr. Technicality, Car 54, Billy Doc Niles, a.k.a. Captain Retirement, a.k.a. hashtag Mr. Fister, a.k.a. hashtag this guy.
Happy July.
Happy 4th of July. Hashtag this guy.
I'm kind of anal.
That's what all the guys at the campground say. Hashtag this guy.
He's got it locked on the rock. He's listening to the doc.
I haven't heard from Shorty yet, but usually he's got it locked on the rock.
He's locked. He's already texted me.
Hashtag this guy.
You're getting a thrill by listening to Bill.
Gene?
Mm-hmm. Always.
Hashtag this guy.
He gets to stay on the box.
Hell yeah, he does. It's exactly where he stays all weekend long, Gene.
Love the
right
box.
up on that box.
Love 4 days.
Hashtag this guy.
He's going to have to come from the back.
It's the only place to come from, Gene, is right from the back. Hashtag this guy.
Going to be a big one for them.
Yeah, that's what she said. Hashtag this guy.
He could be coming from your backyard.
Oh, backs and backyards and all the backs and, coming from all the places, Gene. Hashtag this guy.
A lot of beating and banging.
Sounds like a good weekend at Doc's house.
It'll be a great weekend at the camper.
Hashtag this guy.
Nothing says you can't slip one in without saying anything.
Oh, sneaky feet.
Jeez.
Slip one in without saying anything. All right. Hashtag this guy.
First day with the new tongue.
Oh, practice. Hashtag this guy.
God damn, I'm going too fast.
Said no one ever with the Mid-Pack legend.
Hashtag this guy.
He sees her. He doesn't have time to turn away from her. Blasts her in the rear end.
When are you printing them shirts?
That might be my favorite of all time. Hashtag this guy.
Whoa, what am I touching here?
Whoa, what are you touching here, Doc?
I am touching the randomizer right now. We have all of our correct answers here. So I'm going to hit the little button, and we're going to give us 3 winners here for our trivia question. The question was, over 55 years, there's an exclusive club. Name the drivers who have won 4 times or more on the main event on Sunday afternoon. The correct answers were Joe Shear, Travis Sauter, Dan Fredrickson, and Ty Majeski. So we got our 20-some new answers here.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people got it right.
A whole bunch of people got it right. Some of you people are funny. Some of you, Dick Trickle only won it twice. Morrissey only won it twice. But, thank you for participating. So here we go. I'm going to hit the button. All right. No, that's not the number I want. So
No, man.
That's what we want right there. There we go. Right here. And right here. All right.
All right.
So our winners are Johnny Robinson. Cassia Kendhammer.
Cassia Kenhammer.
And Dustin Paff.
All won
a 4-day pass to Oktoberfest race weekend.
One free 4-day pass to go to Oktoberfest race weekend at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
Correct.
We've got their phone numbers. We'll get in touch with them and figure out a way to get them their tickets, whether they can pick them up here or they can...
or they have to, get a hold of us in the next 45 minutes here, and I could probably bring them to the track.
Will call, all that stuff, so... congratulations to our winners. And thank you, Doc, for coming in. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure.
I wrote down 808 this morning. I think Doc might have said, I'm happy now that I'm inside.
Oh. I think I heard that, too. Was that when we were doing birthdays?
Yes. I'm happy now.
At 2, Gino?
808. I'm happy now I'm inside.
Oh, my God.
I think that's what he said. Just going to have to go back and listen to that.
Put that right after you're getting a thrill by listening to Bill.
That is the sweetest package.
Oh.
Said I'm
Gene says stuff too, FYI.
Gene says stuff too.
Yeah, it's going to get real wet.
Oh,
he knows that.
I'm happy I'm inside then.
Bring the full ass clapping.
Bring the full ass clapping, Doc.
So hard.
So hard. Do they need the air?
Do they need the air?
Oh, I love you.
Do they need the air? Give them the air. Hate it.
You got to shove it somewhere.
Shove it somewhere and.
Got to make it so hard.
How do they make it so hard?
I don't know, Gene. Why do they make
Math.
it so hard?
That's why.
Why do they make it so... Are you come drunk?
Did you come drunk?
How's that package?
Somebody's there to get the package, Shaw.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Sometimes you got to slam it hard and fast.
We're going to get slammed for this so fast and hard. Fast
Yeah.
and hard, not hard and fast.
Every once in a while, you like it on the ground, Gene.
I like it on the ground. That's true.
Yeah. How's your hole?
You can go all the way out to your hole, Shaw. Golf. That was
What-
a golf reference.
What are you
Doc. There's
having
18
tonight?
holes.
Are you having nuts?
I'm having nuts.
Yeah,
Had them for breakfast,
Yeah.
actually.
How big is it going to be tonight?
That's going to be big tonight.
That's what she said.
Game matchup.
Are they coming in your steak?
Coming in your steak. I don't remember the reference.
Have you ever had a meat off?
Meat off?
Yeah. Have you ever had something in your mouth?
What is wrong with my mouth?
Oh,
That happens frequently.
How many members do you like?
Lots of members.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you progenital?
Hashtag progenital. Very. Who isn't?
Yeah, very pro-genital.
Who isn't, Doc?
How big was that genital?
How big was it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a damp, dark flashlight is what it is.
Pro. It's obviously dark and damp down there, and you have to have a flashlight.
It's dark and damp down there, and you got to have a flashlight. You got to rub it all over.
Rub your goodness all over.
Yeah, sometimes it gets thick.
Is it getting thick already?
Yeah.
If you're not pro-genital, you're a monk.
When it gets thick, she needs it.
I need it.
Yeah, that's what she said. It's a hard one, Shaw.
It's a hard one, Shaw.
Yeah, sometimes they
That's
whack you.
a math question again, I think.
Yeah. Where's the hammer of the box one? I know
It's cereal. It's about cereal.
Yeah, I know. I got to find it. I got so many effing things in here.
Oh, my
there
God.
It is. Sometimes you hammer the box dry. I don't
Hammered
know.
away at the box dry in bed while she was laying down. That was because it was cereal and she didn't have any milk.
Hammered away at the box dry while she was
Hammered away at the box dry in bed while she was laying down.
That'd be my favorite one.
It's my favorite, too.
Yeah.
It's my favorite,
Gene
too.
knows how to mount it correctly.
You mount it correctly. Because it's a complete sentence, Doc, and it really paints the picture of
She
the
got some
lady
good
with
action
the-
around the corner.
And I got some great action around the corner.
Nice.
Fruit Loops and her spoon and no milk.
You know, Simpson, you would be perfect for political ads.
Remember to knock on those melons.
They're knocking on the melons.
Yeah, you got to mount that thing.
You're not mounting that thing. 808,
Jesus,
I
mounting
think
it
he
all.
said, I'm happy I'm inside now.
All right.
I think.
Doc's not the only one who says things, Gene.
I know.
FYI, you've been
I
saying
wrote
things.
that down.
All right. Congratulations to our 3 winners. Doc, thank you so much for coming in.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks for
it.
having me.
Bloodies are great. I know you're going to have a blast out there this weekend.
No, hell yeah. I'm gonna sit here for another half hour and just kind of observe and see if I got to take some tickets out to the track with me. And thank you everybody for participating.
We'll get to bad news, happy music in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril.
Now that's just nasty.
Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
A couple of cops on horseback riding around Lubbock, Texas. Saw a guy walking in the street instead of on the sidewalk.
Uh-oh, jaywalking?
Well, in this day and age, Gene, take anything
Say it
you can
ain't
get.
so.
Yeah, fix that busted taillight. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm just trying to get home. They say that he seemed suspicious. So they went up to him and talked to him. They thought that he might have drugs on him, so they asked to search his pockets, and he said no. Then apparently one of the cops made a joke about his horse being a drug-sniffing horse. The guy apparently took it very seriously and immediately started running off.
I guess Officer Trotter made a comment that was more of a joke.
That's cool. I have a narcotic smelling horse right here.
He didn't take it that way. He took it seriously.
Clearly, he took it seriously.
So, and then the chase was on, I guess. But he kind of took off down the alley, and we thought he was joking. So I said, "Hey, stop!" And then he kept running.
Hey,
I said,
stop.
"Oh, he's actually running."
Somebody is silly enough to eventually run from a horse. After we had taken him into custody, I asked him, "What were you thinking, running from horses?" You know, and he was like, "I don't know."
The guy in True Lies got away.
He was thinking,
he had to
have-
get on a motorcycle, but he got away eventually.
Maybe he was thinking I have lots of drugs in my cavity and I don't want to be found out.
Drug sniffing horse. The guy took off running. There's chest cam footage of the whole entire thing. Officer William Trotter is the one who made the joke. His partner told a reporter they thought the guy was fleeing because he was trying to make a joke about the whole thing, right? Like,
he's fleeing the interview.
Didn't stop. Took off down an alleyway. They were on horseback, so they obviously immediately caught up with this guy. 42-year-old Joseph Ramirez now facing charges for evading arrest and tampering with physical evidence. Not clear if that evidence was drugs or not.
Taking him back to Nevada where he's wanted for banging horses.
Go for those cops on horses. Cops on horses. Do you remember, not too long ago, when they started doing the Colonel Sanders commercials with like the shirtless guy? And then they made a movie or like a spoof movie of Mario Lopez. Remember Mario Lopez from Saved by the Bell? And he was the colonel, the sexy colonel, and he had like the Chippendales thing on, and they were going to do like a Lifetime movie with him. Remember that?
Sort of vaguely.
What the
doing?
A Lifetime original mini movie.
You don't answer my proposal, and now you're not answering my call.
I think I'm falling for the new chef.
Jessica is falling for Harlan.
The cook?
Leave Jessica alone and skip town.
He has a secret recipe that's going to change the world.
Harlan claims to have some secret recipe. A secret recipe? Spare me. We all have our secrets. If you marry my daughter, I promise there'll be more long weekends in your future.
Mom, I have to tell you something.
We have a problem. Secret's out, chicken man. I'll take care of this. Ruining everything! Just kill him already!
Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
Mario Lopez is Colonel Sanders in a recipe for seduction.
Well, as funny as that may be, it actually was real. It was like a little weird crossover that KFC did with Lifetime, and they made a short film starring Mario Lopez as Colonel Sanders. It premiered on Lifetime's website on December 13th of 2020. Story of a young heiress who struggles to choose between a wealthy suitor chosen by her mother and the new house chef, Harlan Sanders, a.k.a. Colonel Sanders. Well, they've been kind of weirdly sexifying Colonel Sanders because he used to be this old white dude.
Yes.
Finger looking good.
With the suit and
With the suit, right? The whole thing. Well, apparently the last living relative in the Sanders line
wants a piece of the cut of the money.
is really not happy with the fact that they've been sexifying his great uncle. And so he recently released the 11 herbs and spices, the secret recipe.
No, he's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, a man claiming to be Colonel Sanders' great nephew says KFC blocked him from complaining about them sexualizing Colonel Sanders, so he leaked the secret chicken recipe.
Kentucky Fried Chicken has blocked me on social media. For those who are new, I'm Colonel Sanders' great nephew. I'm the last Sanders in his family line. Over the last decade, they have sexualized my uncle for marketing purposes. They have encouraged fans to sexualize him as well. My response to Kentucky Fried Chicken blocking me is, do you want to know how to make their chicken? Truly, genuinely, their chicken. This recipe I put together through facts. So let Kentucky Fried Chicken deny this. If they do, I'll say, prove it. I have facts and receipts to back up my recipe. Show us what yours is.
Why would he do that?
Not quite sure why he included the Stranger Things audio there, but this guy apparently has been at it for a number of years, too. This isn't some Johnny-come-lately. He has a TikTok handle @RealColonelSanders. Again, how do you get the word Colonel out of Colonel? How does Colonel come out of those letters mixed together? I don't get it. His whole feed, his entire feed is about him being distantly related to Colonel Sanders and wanting to protect the family legacy. And he's been at it for years. This isn't some guy who just saw an opportunity to go viral.
So he's been doing this for a very long time.
And he's been increasingly viral recently. He's upset because he thinks that the brand, KFC, has spent the last decade sexualizing his great uncle.
Great nephew, yeah.
Yeah, marketing campaigns. KFC apparently blocked him on social media because they're sick and tired of this guy, right? Thorn in the side. This guy responds by leaking the secret chicken recipe with the 11 herbs and spices. It also includes the measurements, right? Because if you just say the ingredients, then who cares? Because if you don't get the measurements right, then how do you know? He says it's based on both publicly available information and stuff that hasn't been released that's been passed down through the family.
It's right there, the whole thing.
Yeah. According to this guy, the real Colonel Sanders on TikTok, the 11 herbs and spices in the KFC chicken are sage, garlic powder, cardamom, cayenne, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, coriander, ginger, white pepper, black pepper.
That will be online in about a half an hour on the podcast, so you can write that down.
It's already online if you want to see it. Not to mention, his release also includes the measurements. I don't know. Is it any, like, do we care at this point? Like, is KFC some kind of secret chicken that none of us are?
Well, yeah. I mean, they've kept that has been a long held secret. So
it's like the Bush's beans things. Who cares? It's beans. I don't know. Let's probably get some brown sugar in there, and
the dog knows.
But if you want to find out
the great
allegedly
what the
nephew
3
times the great nephew of Colonel Sanders, the original guy.
I'm Colonel Harlan Sanders, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's the only way that you're going to get chicken that is finger-licking good.
If you want Kentucky Fried Chicken, you have to visit me.
I don't believe he's saying that.
He's been doing this for a long time, though. He really is. If he's not related, he's passionately crazy.
Right. Yeah. Well, and how do you confirm whether the guy is or isn't? Here's a guy. Name is Luke. Apparently was very excited about a gender reveal of his first child. Unfortunately, he's probably not going to see his first child now for about a decade.
What'd he do?
This guy apparently took a bunch of cocaine and had a bunch of drinks before he went out and stabbed somebody.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's not a way to celebrate.
A man took cocaine, downed 10 pints of beer, and then stabbed a doorman during a night out celebrating the gender reveal of his first child. Luke Allman, now jailed for 9 years after the incident on February 23rd earlier this year. So he's been arrested, going through the process, the courts and all that stuff. This guy threatened bar staff, screamed, "I'm going to effing kill everyone."
That's not a way to celebrate.
Out drinking with his friends in the greater Manchester, England area.
So he finds out the sex of his baby. He goes out with his buddies to celebrate, and then he does a bunch of blow and drinks and then stabs people?
Through a sign that a staff member showed him that explained customers would not be served in that area before he was asked to leave and violently ejected. A scuffle led to Allman and 2 security staff being injured, one female guard vomiting after her head was hit. CCTV shows Allman landing on his back and then walking away. 12 minutes later, he returned with a knife. "All right, pal, I just need 1 minute." An attempt to get inside the bar. This guy then jumped at the bouncer and appeared to hit him, which he did, stabbed the doorman, who was not involved in the initial altercation. Doorman needed emergency surgery because of a protruding bowel.
Ooh.
Got him deep with a protruding bowel from a wound to the abdomen.
Ugh.
A couple other security staff members were able to wrestle the knife away from this guy. One staff member hit in the head, suffered an injured thumb. Allman later told cops he'd gotten drunk, had been roughed up by the security. Bouncer who was stabbed said he believed he was going to die. All because this guy was out there celebrating his kid, his gender.
His baby.
Reveal, yeah. Now he's going to be in jail for 9 years.
Maybe that lady is better off knowing now what's...
He had at least 10 pints of beer and had taken a modest amount of cocaine. We say he was moved in a very heavy-handed way, and the use of force was unnecessary. He was flung out on his back, physically hurt, feeling a sense of grievance at the way he was handled, wanders up the road and makes a drunken decision to return with a knife and attacks the nearest member of the door staff. But now he's going away for 9 years because of that.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's a bad celebration, Dad.
That's one way to celebrate your gender reveal. Do some coke and drink a bunch of beers and then stab somebody.
Sounds like it was an a-hole reveal.
Yeah. Doc, you got a few years left behind the wheel of the truck?
Yeah. I ain't got much of a choice.
Well, if you're considering a career change...
Okay. Oh.
There's apparently a shortage of men in porn.
I don't think I could stand up to the job.
A lack of men.
Oh, shoot.
Male porn stars.
The well's dry? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel?
I mean, you see, the videos of Bonnie Blue, and there's 1,500 guys lined
I would
up.
think there'd be no lack of participants.
You'd think there's plenty of dudes out there ready to take a crack at it. Look at all these dudes who came to a random house in the middle of nowhere to have sex with some strange woman on the internet.
I'm number 899.
With their socks on, no less. They'll get fully naked and leave their socks on. That is a move I don't understand. I don't get that one.
I actually did have a role in a porn movie once. I was the husband that went to work.
Porn producers regularly holding auditions for new male performers, which they advertise on Twitter. Auditions consist of them showing up, having sex with women of their dreams, but apparently nobody shows up for that. The reason why is somewhat of a mystery. It's been a regular problem for the last decade. A lot of men talk stuff on the internet, but maybe don't.
Then they don't show up when
have the goods
it's
to deliver,
go time.
right? Which we've seen, right? A lot of people like to say stuff on the internet they wouldn't normally say. Maybe there's just a drought of men that are available, that are physically capable of doing the job.
Is it camera shy?
Maybe. Rare occasions when a brave guy goes and shows up for the interview. Very little vetting process involved, right? Can you get a boner? Can you keep a boner?
Let's watch you do that right now.
Let's see you get the boner.
Do that with the lights on. And
how do you feel about standing around butt naked in front of other people? Surrounded by actors, cameras, the crew, producers, wardrobe, makeup artists, a director barking, get an erection. Right?
Wait a minute. They have that many people at a porn now?
Oh, there's a lot of people involved. Lighting guys, grip guys, mic guys, technical guys.
Yeah, grip guy. I bet he just loves his job.
Girls apparently have it very easy. They can fake every stage of arousal, not to mention with, some lubricants. Things can get taken care of. But with guys, you got to...
So they're just not showing up for the job?
We got pills. We got pills all over the place. Just take the pills and you're good to go. One Japanese porn actor claimed recently there are around 70 men to 10,000 women in his industry.
Whoa, that's
Those are good odds.
That's a good ratio.
That's a shooting fish in a barrel.
That's a good ratio.
He claimed that he's had sex with 8,000 of these 10,000 women. He's like, this guy. 80%.
Will Chamberlain
80%. Usually 2 to 3 a day. Men who can perform are apparently so rare, particularly young men,
that guy. That's
they
the
are
only
quite
guy.
They are quite overwhelmed with women and work. They're doing it too much. There's too much of it happening, Gene.
Stress. I can't
handle it. 2 to 3 women a day. 10,000 women. What am I, Wilt Chamberlain?
Can't keep up.
Yeah,
there's no way.
But apparently, there's a shortage of men in the adult film industry. So if you're looking for some side work.
Can you see that? You meet somebody for the first time, shaking their hand, like, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a grip guy in a porno, and they pull away right away?
Go ahead. I'm waiting for you to finish.
Exactly.
Yeah, apparently there's a shortage of...
And these other ones that are there just can't take the stress.
What is the old thing? Is it hard to find a good man, good to find a hard man, right? Something like that.
I can't do all the ladies.
8,000 women for 70 men.
But tell you, wait, at 850, I can't do all the ladies.
Can't?
She just...
10,000 women to that guy's 70.
That ratio is so good.
It's bad news with happy music. On Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene and Doc in the studio this morning. Get to our daily check-ins here in just a couple of minutes. Right now, Soundgarden.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello?
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rockmornings.com is the website. Head there for all of our contact info. You can also download the 2 apps, 95.7 The Rock or 92.9 The X, and get in touch with us that way. Just got a message on Facebook from Daniela. I was not able to get in on time for the Oktoberfest race weekend trivia question. Can you give me the question asked? This is my husband's first time going to Fest. What a best way it was if it was free. Unfortunately, we've already given away the passes, Daniela. But I can type to her the question, and I believe it was the winners who have won the Sunday 200 lap race more than
at least four times or more. Yes, the question was name the drivers who have won 4 times or more over the 55-year history. There were only 4 of them. It was Ty Majeski, who just won his 4th one last year, to give me a member of that club. Dan Fredrickson, Travis Sauter, and, of course, the late, great Joe Shear won it 5 times. So those 4 were the answers we were looking for. We already contacted our winners, Johnny Robinson, Cassia Ken Hammer, and Dustin Paff. They've all responded. They will be picking their tickets up at Will Call this week for 4 days of free fun racing at Oktoberfest race weekend.
Congratulations to them, and thanks to everybody who text it in for that because we got a whole ton of text messages about that.
I can't believe that you've been going for almost as many years as they've been doing racing out there. It started as 2 days on the very first fall that they put in the asphalt, and it's been going for 56 years.
Yeah, I don't remember. I can honestly say when the first one was, I was only like 5 or 6 years old. I don't remember.
Little Doc.
My earliest memories are 73 and 74 with Mar Marzovka and the controversy where they flagged someone else as the winner, and he came out pointing at the officials, and they went and checked their scoring. Marv was right. Marv was the real winner. Then the following year, Jerry the Bear McCara won it. The guy came out of nowhere from Michigan and won it. And, of course, we did this as a trivia question a few years ago. The only foreigner to win it was Junior Hanley, the Canadian. So the history behind this is just amazing. We're 56 years, and, this is like the second or third time we're going to have 80-degree weather in the 56 years. This is just phenomenal.
Chris texted in and said, you need to listen to Mike Rowe, The Way I Heard It episode about Colonel Sanders. It's pretty crazy.
Mike Rowe is in the guy with the hard jobs.
Is it the dirty jobs guy?
Yeah.
I think so. He said ROE, but it might be voice to text, so I'm not sure. Marnie said, thanks for the sing-along this morning. The whole song is epic. Cheers.
Where everybody knows your name.
Mr. Karaoke over here. Give him any time to sing, and he's on it.
Let's see. Rewinding. A lot of different drivers here. Getting down to...
who's the funny guy who said Noodleman, Carlson?
Dude, I got a million text messages. Corbin texted in and said, I told you not to take the Bucks. He did tell me on Wednesday last week when we made our pigskin picks, I took the Bucks over the Eagles, thinking that this was the week that the Eagles would trip up and, the Bucks, Baker Mayfield. I knew that Mike Evans was out, but I said, hey, I'm going, and he told me to take the Eagles instead. I didn't listen, and I should have listened. It was still a close game, though, man. They had a shot there.
Corbin, between you and I, we got to work on Gene and this love for Saints.
That's the real problem in the studio.
That's the big issue, yes.
I did really, really good this week.
You did. Told you 2 a week is all you need, Gene.
Wendy texted in and said, good morning. Metallica still has that offer partnering with the Red Cross. It's good till February of 2026. You can be finding more information at redcrossblood.org. So we had gotten a message, a bunch of images sent to us through the app from a guy, Brent, who had donated blood when Metallica was in the area and got himself some Metallica swag.
Yeah,
Nice.
Get Where You Live is the campaign, and it goes through February or as long as supplies last, and you can sign up for the shirt in the size that you want, make your donation, schedule your donation, and then they ship it to you. And then everybody who donates is also in the running to win the signed autographed Metallica guitar.
So someone here in our listening area, your La Crosse or Eau Claire, could win this too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you very much for all of the correspondence. Appreciate it. Very good to hear from you. Doc, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Also, by the way, NASCAR this weekend, they're running the Roval at Charlotte.
This is the final race in the round of 12?
Final race in the round of 12.
Okay.
Look for Van Ginsberg. Van Ginsberg is going for 5 road course races in a row.
Oh.
Put him in elite air with Jeff Gordon. We'll see what happens this weekend. But hope to see you all at Oktoberfest race weekend this weekend. Practice starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
All right. DOC in the studio. Always a pleasure. And have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.